What's up, YouTube? Today we are doing market analysis for the week of August 14th. So, as we can see, we're on the dollar index on the monthly time frame. Within this monthly fair value gap, price gets tapped and we have made a retracement on up. Now, there is another monthly fair value gap that can possibly be touched. We're going into the weekly now. We have been rallying ever since we touched this monthly fair value gap. As you can see, we touched it plenty of times. We're going to go into the daily now. So we see daily break structure within this high right here, and then we see a daily fair value gap get perfectly tapped right into it and then retraces on back up. As we can see, as we had that rally, you can see another daily fair value gap getting tapped and then retraces on down. And then we recently broke structure on the daily chart, so that means we're bullish on the dollar. So we're going to sweep this daily liquidity and maybe even this daily liquidity over here. So I would be bullish on the dollar. Let's go into the 4 hour. We have a break structure, which is still giving us bullish confirmation. We're bullish on the dollar, so I would be bearish on everything else. Now let's get into the NASDAQ. As we can see, we have been rallying. I see a monthly fair value gap, and monthly is retracing on this candle. Let's go into the weekly. As of recently, we have broke structure on the weekly time frame on NASDAQ. So therefore, I am bearish. I will only be looking for shorts. And we see weekly liquidity right here has not been swept yet. And we see weekly liquidity here and also that monthly fair value gap. So let's go into the daily chart. As you can see here, we have not swept weekly liquidity, but we broke structure on the daily chart, confirming our weekly bias. So we will still be looking for short. Have we swept daily liquidity right here? By the little wick we have. So let's go into the 4 hour, continuing on down. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we fill this gap and then continue to target weekly liquidity on the NASDAQ. I'm still bearish until we sweep this weekly liquidity and this weekly liquidity. So we would be looking for short. Now let's go into the gold chart. We have swept monthly liquidity right here, causing this move down. By the end of this monthly candle, we will know if we break structure to the downside. We see a weekly break structure right here where my line is. And then after that weekly break structure, we see it retap into this weekly fair value gap, which is in right here. Price taps in beautifully. Now it's going on the direction of lower. We have swept this weekly liquidity and there's more weekly liquidity to be swept. Now let's go into the daily. As you can see, we have a daily break structure right here. So we have been bearish. Let's go into the 4 hour. We broke structure on the 4 hour within this low right here. S&P 500 monthly liquidity has been swept right here. Now let's go into the weekly. As you can see, we have been going down into this order block. Let's go into the daily. These gaps are imbalances. We have broke structure on the daily with this low, meaning we're bearish. So we'd be looking for shorts. After that daily break of structure, we filled this daily imbalance. And then we see another daily break of structure filling this imbalance. If we get a break of structure on the 1 hour, probably take out this liquidity and then probably move lower. We're bearish on the NASDAQ, gold, and S&P. And on the dollar, we're bullish. That is my weekly analysis for the market. Have a good day.